Do you ever buy something so quick that it gives you like whiplash? Hello and welcome back to Brick Girl. My name is Brittany and today we are doing an unboxing for a game I bought so fast it's a little bit ridiculous. This is Fall of Magic by Heart of the Deernicorn. No, I don't want it. Yes! Okay. Oh, it's like a magazine and everything they have. That's cool. Ah, I'm excited. So I went and ordered the additional things because I thought if I'm paying for shipping, I'm gonna get the extra stuff. And they make sure like they try and use everything. So this looks like it's scraps from, that kind of looks like Korean. So I guess the Korean version of the game. Gives me a little bit of a heart attack if they've given me the Korean version of the game. A little coin in there. So there's the coin on one side, it's just a single fox. And on the other side, the fox and macabre. Oh, it's so cute! So the extended thing that I got that's made from off cards. That's a little folded crooked, but I mean like that'll just put some weights on it, it'll be fine. So it holds the coin on this end. Guess I can put some cards in there. And this is like canvas, this is really nice. Sturdy. Coins over here. Little pouch down the bottom. And a pouch on the right as well. Oh, beautiful. These are the instructions, I believe. Oh no, it's a box. It's a box in a box! Boxception! I didn't realize it actually came in its own little storage box. It's got a little bit of blue ink, I guess like fingerprints, but also like, oh, a little bit of damage. That's a bit of a shame. It is handmade though. Like that's something you got to take into consideration here. This is going through multiple people's hands, so I guess stuff like the blue fingerprints and scratch, it's gonna happen. It's on one hand, it's a little disappointing, but it's also come all the way from America. But it's also on the inside of that box, so I doubt that happened during transit. That's a shame. But the box isn't the game. There's two little foam bits on either end to protect the wooden dowels. I assume they're called dowels. A nice little bit of weight to it. A little bit of a drawstring around it. The push pins, they're really nice. A little bit of detail into them there. The red stitching goes well with the wooden beams, the dowels. Got a little bag, which I guess is for the tokens. Well, I've got the extended thing, so I can just put them all in here. I've got the game cards. So this is when you reach the ocean kind of bit, which is so great. Like grandma's house. Oh, that's really sweet. And then we have the instructions, the instructions. Ooh, that's a bit of a shame. One of the pages is folded. Magic is dying and the Magnus is dying with it. We travel together to the realm of Umbra, where magic is born. So it gives you a bit of like a play run estimate down here. How long each section is going to take, so that's awesome. The traits, the outline. I'm a little bit disappointed that one of the pages was folded. It was the page right smack bang in the middle where the staples come through, so don't know how that could have happened unless it was when this was getting put into it, because I think it fell out as I opened it. I'm not sure what that is. Got a few things stuck to it, so it's a little bit dusty, but I imagine that would just be picked up from the warehouse or where the studio, wherever they make it. So I'll tuck that back in there. Got a dice. It's a bone colored dice. And then we've got the tokens. Oh. See, that's one thing I was concerned of. If these were going to be plastic, I was gonna be very disappointed, but as you can hear, all metal. I probably don't know why I didn't recognize that with the first one, but there we go. That's one of the elements that I think is missing in a lot of the newer games, is that it's quite disposable pieces, whereas this doesn't feel disposable. This is like, if I lose one of these, I am going to be distraught. It's two sides of a coin, like quite literally, like it'll show a riverbed and you want to look at them? You want to lick them, you weirdo. So like you've got the opposites. So you've got like the river and the mountain. You've got like the full candle and then the low candle. Oh, very pretty, very beautiful. Oh, they just sound good. So yeah, they all fit in here. And they took into account the extra coin. Great. So although the game itself comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coins, when you purchase this additional holder, you get that extra coin, and they've accounted for it in all the little pockets down at the base. Right, scroll. Heck. I remember talking to my brother, and he was saying he was surprised at how big the dimensions were for it. So when I was holding it, I'm thinking, yeah, it does feel, you know, it's got a bit of weight to it. I was surprised, thinking it doesn't feel as heavy as I thought it would. But when you look at the actual coil of the scroll, that's still a fair bit of length. I see, okay. I think the string leaves some space for growth. It'd be really cool as something red to match the stitching on the side, and it gives it a bit of like a royal feel. You know how when letters, etc., are sealed with like a red wax. Perhaps a red string would just up the game a bit, but I mean, upping the game from something this pretty is such a minor thing. Okay, let's open this up. Oh, yes! That's very cool. The typeface looks like it's quite big enough so that if you are around a dining table trying to play this game, you can read it pretty far away. It's got the beautiful font, which I swear was in a few of those fantasy books I read growing up. It just brings back a bit of a nostalgic feel to that. Let's, as if we're playing the game, roll and unroll as we go. Ooh, I forgot the reverse! So that just comes into the thought of the game where you can play in the reverse, the opposite side with the blue ink, almost purple ink on the back of this. Ah, that's gorgeous, stunning, well thought out. I don't know, it plays of something known. Like, this art is known and it's comfortable, and it brings back your memories of fantasy, of different things you would have played, read. Oh, look at this. I feel like I probably should be unrolling this and experiencing it for the first time while playing a game, but I can't wait that long. And then over the other side of the seas, we're starting to go to the blue titles. You got the finish there, but then you have the back of the map, which I completely forgot. That is such a clever aspect of this board. Board being just like, I mean, it's a scroll, but it's the board of the board game. That's amazing. So the purple is coming through from the top and the bottom, just bleeding across, almost like ink spills. That's just really nice. Now, looking back on my order, we can see that I bought the Fall of Magic Scroll Edition, so the physical copy, as you can see, as well as the Fox case and token options. So I got the token in the case, and I love how they are metal, and I love how I've got a really nice spot to put everything. But this is where I think the customer discretion comes in. I forgot to take into consideration the exchange rate. So if I jump back into my receipts, the total US dollar for my order, and this is including shipping, US dollar was $207.79. I want to be upfront with the cost because it's not cheap. I was a bit of a silly Billy. I did not do the exchange rate at the time, and that came to about $316. So hello darkness, my old friend. That is really on my bad, my fault. I sent an email to Hi to the Deernicorn. They got back to me and they said pretty much that sounds like a great idea. They might look into getting a price exchange rate on their site. So I'm glad they're looking into that, and all the communications that I've had with them, I know some of them is just going to be automated emails after a purchase. It's been really nice. So the experience has been lovely. Unboxing it, I've been so excited to finally get it. It comes down to whether or not the individual feels like this is worth $316. It's difficult. I mightn't pay that if I came across it in person in store. I definitely felt like I wanted to treat myself with something special, something that is art, and it is art. At the end of the day, this is handmade, but I can make a pros and cons list that will be heavy on either side depending on which way I approach this situation. I've definitely noticed a couple of markings on the more paper-based items, so like the box, which is also scratched. Also the instructions also have a bit of black markings around it, where you can imagine with something like this changing multiple hands, that's kind of expected. But then the con of that is that I've paid $316 Australian dollars for a game, a beautifully handmade game, which unfortunately in some places some care was lacking. So I don't feel comfortable actually giving it a star value or value out of 10, because I haven't actually sat down and played it. This is all just the textual elements, how it feels in my hands, and it definitely feels sturdy. It feels like it will weather a storm, and I love that, and I love that you can definitely see just the effort, the tiny details of it, where the back of the canvas as well is just beautiful, and the coins as well are amazing. I love their upcycling ideas of creating other ways that you can package your gaming tools and cards. So there are some beautiful textile elements to this game. How it plays, another question, so I won't be giving it a star value. My main intention of this is to give you the tools to make your own decision when looking at The Fall of Magic from Heart of the Deernicorn. With that being said, I hope that you can tell me your experiences with the game and the company in the comments below, so it gives me a better idea of future purchases, perhaps. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. My name is Brittany, and you have been watching Brick Girl.